And we are live. We are the Divided People. I'm your co-host, Marky Mark.
And I'm Lance. What's up?
And with us today, we have J.Quick, otherwise known as...
Jarius.
We're going to go with that.
What do you prefer to be called?
It can be Jarius, J.Quick, whatever y'all want to do.
Whatever we want to do.
You got a lot of people just calling you Jay.
Yeah, you can say Jay. That's cool.
Just so you see. But, so you got a project we're working on. You got some news for us about it. What's going on?
Well, right now, I really just been, trying to write and come up with much music as possible. I haven't put out music since like March, but
I know.
Yeah.
You scared the fuck out of me because I saw you post something about you're giving it a break.
Yeah.
And I remember talking to Nate. I'm like, this motherfucker better get back on. Like, He better not stop. And Nate's like, I don't think he is, but he hasn't contacted me in a little bit. I'm like, no, this motherfucker needs to get back. Cause I was worried about that.
Real shit. Like even Nate was like, God damn, man. Like how long does a break take? Like it's really been. I was really gonna go the whole year. Like I wasn't gonna drop nothing really to like 2020. But like, you know what? Fuck, I'm gonna put something out. So I had put out like a little EP called Self Intervention, and that actually I recorded by Nate. He actually recorded that for me. And it was 3 songs. I put them out because I was I wouldn't say I was really going through a lot, but it was a very, very, very emotional time. Like my uncle had just passed away and everything in a car wreck, and I had another uncle that passed away. He was more elderly though, So I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna like pour my heart out in like 3 songs, and then I just dropped them. It wasn't even gonna be 3 songs. It was gonna be more on a project, but I don't know. I really liked them 3, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna get these bitches mixed and mastered, and we're gonna drop it as an EP, and that's what I did. It's on Apple Music, everything. So yeah.
Yeah, it took a little second.
It did.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta do that. Sometimes you gotta back away for a little while. Get yourself together, come back stronger.
I needed it. I really did, because I feel like I was so focused on music, I wasn't, actually focusing on my life, like, in reality.
And I don't know, didn't mean to cut you off, sorry. But I don't know, like, what your other tracks came from. Like, if they came from a hard tune, they probably did. But like, with these 3 songs, you sounded completely, like real to me. It was like, I don't even know how like
you were into them.
Not just that, but it was like when I'm listening to this, I was like, I could see this on the top 10. Like on a Saturday morning, you driving through. It's like, okay, in the top 10 we have I don't know, like Beyonce's song, and then number 3 is Jarius, Thug Confessions.
Do you remember? Do y'all have Q93 out here? Back in this was years ago, but they used to have the thing where they would put songs against each other at night, and
They still do it.
They still do that.
They still do.
But they do they have like choices of to pick from, or can you nominate any song?
It's 3 songs. Well,
but where are they picking the songs from?
Okay, so Monday is.
I wonder if like a new up and comer, somebody that's not known kid could jump into that.
I don't know. I know Mondays and Tuesdays it's kind of like you call in or you recommend a song, and then from there it's the battle for the week.
They used to have, I don't know I don't think it was Q93, or may have been, I know it was a station in New Orleans, but they used to like allow local artists to actually email them a song, but there had to be radio edit. But they were like, y'all can email the song and actually play it. Like it was no competition, none, they just play it, but it had to be radio edit.
Me and him was talking about that the other day, how much we don't like how radios change. Because it used to be like the songs, the radio station made them artist.
Yeah.
Like you were trying to get on a radio station. Now
you can care less about it.
Yeah, now they don't. They want the top hits and they don't care about anybody else.
It's true.
But back then that was the thing. Like you got played on the radio, you was the shit.
Yeah, that was you. You made it. You in there. You got on the radio.
It's about fucking streams. You got 1 million streams on this and that. That's
nowadays they gonna come. Some production company's gonna come to them and be like, "Here's $10,000. Play this song at least 50 times in the next 2 days." Deal. Like that. That's the way it works now. It's just not the same. Not saying that it happened back in the day, because it did. There was times if somebody wanted to boost somebody, they would go pay off one radio station to play them or something like that.
Right.
Grease somebody's palm. Not saying it didn't happen, but nowadays that's the only way it works. They just they only gonna play like the top 10 songs or top 20, and that's it. And they gonna repeat them same songs over and over again
until you can't stand it no more.
That money. That's
why
what
I
they
never
do.
listened to it. I
They
never listened to it.
they pay them to keep playing them over and over and over. But you're right. I don't listen to the radio either. I can care less if I'm on the radio or not. Now, if I do get on the radio, I mean, cool. But I don't really be aiming for that. The radio, as long as I know that people listening to me, then that's all that matters.
But see, that's what I was saying. That like it sounded like you could have like you
Been on the
belong,
radio.
you belong
Yeah.
on the radio. Like because you hear some people on SoundCloud. I'm not gonna say any fucking names, but like you hearing that shit, and you're like, why the fuck are you trying this?
Sometimes it had people out here who be rapping, man, that never even cracked the rhyme back in school and shit. But now you want to rap all of a sudden.
You ever seen like the early? Well, no, they still do it now, but like back in the day, they used to have what was it, an American Idol, right? And they'd have people tryouts and all. And sometimes you get somebody up there that just be like,
never did a
it's just
damn
like, dude, ain't nobody in this world ever thought you sounded good. And they'll be like, no, everybody tells me I'm a great singer. I'm like, I feel so bad for you that people lie to you like that. Like, because I feel like sometimes you gotta be real with people. Like, hey, that just ain't for you.
Yeah, wasn't that in like the
this just
first
is
season
not you.
where like Simon will call him out and they're like, I can't do sing. And Simon looks down and goes, go down the block to that restaurant right there, sing. If 10 people stand up or clap for you, we'll accept you. And they go down there, they go to sing, and everyone's throwing shit, booing them off. Like,
Get the fuck out of here. Dude.
Yeah,
What
it was
you
like,
doing, man?
rest my case. Like,
Or like even the ones that did actually make a little money on like YouTube or something like that, but it was just because of how bad they were. Like everyone laughing at them like that.
Like JJ Icefish. Like him. He was like getting a lot of views for sounding horrible.
Yeah.
And he was even on Wilding Out for sounding horrible. But it's crazy, like, you know.
There's a lot of rappers on Wild and they have that.
Yeah. It's man.
Some get it for the looks.
Music changed so much, man. I don't even think people put no pain or realness in their music no more. It's
Some
all
do.
about see us some, but these new artists, it's just about a catchy ass beat.
We were talking about that too.
Yeah,
I was saying,
for the beats,
I was saying,
survive.
I appreciate the old ways because the old ways was, if you made it, it's because you were good. Like you had something.
Talent.
Why? Because there was a bunch of filters that you had to get through before you made it to that point. Nowadays, you can put your media can go straight out. I mean, you can put it straight out there. Yeah. And there's some people nowadays that are considered top tier artists, and I'm like, they're really not.
Right.
I'm like, you made it because maybe your boy pushed you or something, or somebody promoted you, or
I don't know what you mean by top tier, because I have two definitions of like I have top tier.
What I'm saying is they're making a bunch of money. Okay, I'm saying there's people out there that are making a bunch of money, that are getting played on the radio, that are getting played in all these situations, that are getting concerts. You know, they're getting all this stuff, and they're really not that good. And I'm not just talking. I'm not specific to rap. I'm referring more to like singers. Well, there's a lot of people out there vocally. I'm like, you are not that good.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Because like top tier for me, I'm like, when I hear top tier, I'm thinking of people who can sing right.
Mm-hmm.
I just mean in their perspective genre. I'm saying
I get what you're saying, and then there's also people who are just famous. Like you can be famous, but you're not top tier.
Right.
That's me personally. That's how I think.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But for the world, they consider them top tier. They may not be for us. No. But because I hold them to different standards. I hear somebody sing, and if you're trying to sing like Whitney Houston, I'm gonna compare you to Whitney Houston. I'm gonna be like, no, you suck. No, I sing good. Compared to what?
Well, that's why
you don't sound like Whitney Houston.
Right. It's funny because watching those shows, like me and my wife have been watching a lot of The Masked Singer recently, and it's funny because they have the Rottweiler. You don't know who he is yet, but it's just funny because you hear him singing, and like every song he sings, it's his. Like
he owns it.
Yeah, because like he just sings
Castles
on the Hill by Ed Sheeran, and it doesn't feel like an Ed Sheeran song. It feels like it's
and that's what you should do. I mean,
and that's what I'm saying. Like you have that, and then versus you have somebody who people are famous for this, but like imitating Britney Spears.
Right.
Why don't they have a rap show like that yet?
They do. It's on Netflix. Rhyme and rhythm or rhyme and flow.
That's not the same though. Like even why hasn't BET like picked up something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Like
BET, they don't even do BET like 106 and Park and all that. They don't even do that no more.
Well, I don't know if you've seen that Netflix original. It's not that good to me.
Yeah.
I mean, the three judges are Chance the Rapper, Cardi B, and T.I.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So they couldn't get anybody, I guess. So, but anyway,
I'm not going to.
And the rap, like they did a rap battle, and there's only like one guy who really.
Cardi B qualified to judge anything.
Man, it's like she dropped the album and everybody just.
But see she's a good example, right? Because like my wife's little cousin came over and she was playing Cardi B like real loud. I was like, what the fuck? Turn that shit off. And she's like, what? I'm like, look, you listen whatever you want to anywhere else. Not in my house. You ain't listening to that.
Right.
That was awful. And she's like, oh, you don't like rap? I said, no, that is not rap. I said, do not do that.
But the issue with that is it's so hard to fight that now. That's not rap because at this point, it kind of is. We don't want to admit to it, but I mean, it kind of like we.
No. See, because look,
I know what you're saying.
Even back in the day, because people always want to go to, oh, well, you're trying to judge it based on stuff past. There was bad stuff in the past.
I know.
Too.
I mean, Vanilla. What was it? Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice.
Like God, how did that song make it through them filters? I don't know.
I used to say the same thing, and it's not because he was a white rapper.
No, Ice Baby.
It was the hook and the beat. And you know what? There's a lot of rappers nowadays that know that do
or
that,
like what's his name?
That take advantage of that hook and a beat.
Flavor Flav was horrible. I used to tell my dad that Flavor Flav was horrible.
I never understood how them two are like really, and they became best friends.
I think he had that, some Fight the Power. I think he was on that or something like that. And I'm like, man, Dad, Flavor Flav.
Oh, that's when they had the protest rap.
Yeah,
that's back when they did that. Yeah, I mean, but for them, that spoke to them in a different way.
Right.
So I'll say that. I mean, I was like, what, Beastie Boys and stuff like that.
See,
Fight for your right to party.
Yeah,
and
Beastie Boys was different though, because
the white rap.
Well, no, it was white rap, but it was also the rock genre.
Yeah, it had a little
that rock genre is what really I think saved them for the most part.
Intergalactic was a good song, man. I liked Intergalactic.
Hey, I mean, Sabotage is still played to this day for like wrecking shit. If you're gonna wreck shit, you play Sabotage somehow.
I mean, I'm saying, "Fight for Your Right to Party" when that came out, and I didn't think it was that good of a song.
Yeah,
but there was people that loved it, and they made it like an anthem for a generation, and I was like,
okay,
nah.
Yeah, I didn't care for that. Like I said, the only one I really liked was Sabotage.
Will Smith, when he did "Summertime," that was an anthem back then. That was a whole generation's anthem right there.
I don't think I ever heard Will Smith music from back then.
You never heard "Summertime"?
It's so clean. I guess that's the best way I could put it.
Most of the rap was at that time. I ain't gonna lie. It was if they still had to keep it clean because they couldn't get played.
Yeah, on the radio they couldn't.
Nas wasn't that clean. Who? Nas?
Not back then.
I'm thinking,
I'm talking about back then. Like, what you talking about, man? Like, you couldn't get played if your music wasn't clean.
Good.
But, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not saying it was bad or good or whatever. I'm not judging it at all. Like, "Summertime," I didn't really think "Summertime" was that. I thought it was kind of boring. His rapping sounded boring to me, but, I mean, I guess it was interesting to some people.
I mean, like, it's kind of hard to say.
What?
Nothing. It's just kind of weird because within 40 years now, we've seen like this evolution of rap,
right?
That we haven't really seen with a lot of others, like music.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what we were talking about. We're getting barraged with so much new music now because there's no filter. Okay, everybody's music can get pushed through somehow. You can see it on YouTube. You can see it just on Facebook.
Right.
You can look at it straight up on iTunes. I mean, you can just go surf around iTunes and find stuff. SoundCloud, Pandora. I mean, all these different ways.
But Pandora's a little different. Pandora plays.
They do filter the music a little bit. But that's usually that's based on like how many people are listening to it. Yeah. So there's a lot of ways to run into it. Whereas back then, it was already kind of pre-filtered. You probably weren't going to hear about them unless they got pushed through. I mean, Nirvana was a garage band. They got picked up. They got pushed. Suddenly, they were everywhere. I mean, it was like overnight.
Yeah. So, that's what new generation wise. That's what happened to Post Malone. SoundCloud rapper overnight became a success, which still blows my mind. I don't know how. Like, it was literally one night.
That's how Lil Yachty was.
Yeah, but Lil Yachty fell off.
Yeah, he did.
Like, Post is still consecutive.
Yeah, he popping. Post still popping.
They're doing a whole tour. I mean, I don't know if y'all heard about that. Cruise. It's called Post Cruise. It's out in New Orleans. It's gonna be like a beer cruise with Post Malone.
Damn.
So I mean,
Post Malone will be fucked up. He'll be fucked up all over that ship. They're gonna fly him off of that. He gonna do his shows and he gonna fly away.
And it's crazy.
I don't know. Post is gonna sit there and steadily smoke.
I think they'll give him a helicopter and get him out of there. They ain't gonna leave him on that boat
This
with
shit
people.
crazy. But back then you had to Like my dad used to tell me back then, you had to fucking have a demo tape and shit and slide it to somebody and all this. And
Yeah,
that.
you had to like go to you waiting outside the radio station.
Yeah.
Listen, bro, just come on, man. I'm
your
the one.
Shit, your shit had to be hot
Yeah,
for them
I'm
to
the
play
one.
it.
I'm
Like,
telling you, bro. I can barely hold it in my hands.
Back then, you kind of had to front your own money because
you do.
you had to go. You would have to go play or show up to these free things that you were gonna have to spend your own money to get there. You would have to spend your own money for your stuff. And you were gonna have to go on, and you were gonna do a set for free, or you were gonna rap, or whatever you were gonna do. You were gonna do it for free. Or what was popular when I was younger was the battling, the rap battles.
battling.
And I mean, if you wanted to be a rapper, you had to go get known for something. So you had to go do that. I mean,
right.
I know it's silly to say.
No,
but
it's just
the Eminem movie.
8 Mile, yeah.
8 Mile.
I mean, and that's
So-
the whole thing about that. That's the basis of that movie. You don't rap
right.
against him. Like,
Yeah, if you wanted to become a rapper, you were going to have to do that. Then it became like the mafia, because then they had these rap organizations where if you weren't affiliated with one of them, you weren't getting into rap. Period.
All gang or no gang. Fuck, you know, everybody. It's like,
Yeah,
and that was
you were
crazy.
going to give a huge cut to whoever was on top.
They really had to. They really treated the labels like gangs, you know.
they
Like back then
kill
with
people over
NWA,
that.
Death Row Records, and
It was
all
because they
that.
started
Yeah.
it based on drug sales. We know that, but
That's how it is. You either actually have an investor who has a lot of money, or you have a big ass dope dealer who love your music and putting fucking money behind you, want you to blow. That's how it is now. Like y'all probably, I don't know if y'all seen the NWA movie, but Eazy, he wasn't a rapper. He was a fucking dope dealer. He had the money. He knew they can rap, but he was actually doing the shit that they was rapping about. So boom, they made this
that's
shit
what I
happen.
said. That was most of the rappers during that time, especially the early '90s. Most of the rappers in the early '90s were drug dealers.
Right.
Everybody knew that. And that
Yeah.
was what their rap was about.
Yeah, it's kind of funny hearing that now. It's like, motherfucker, get your ass back in high school. Like,
Right.
I'm selling bricks on the block. No, you not. You on your PlayStation. Get the fuck back in
You're
that.
not at all, buddy. You're calling an Uber and going to see Cats on Broadway.
That's crazy.
Fucking going to a safe zone because someone said your music's trash.
So, I mean, it's hard though. Do you ever feel discouraged when you look at like the way it is currently?
Discouraged? No, I don't feel discouraged. It really just made me go harder and just, you know, show people that I can be different and stand out and everything. And I had my own sound because I just talk about where I was from and everything and what I seen. You know, I had cousins that was actually, you know, in and out of jail. I had cousins that was, you know, on the block, on the corner. They couldn't get no job and shit. Witnessing like selling dope, drugs, shit, all in their books, like things like that. I mean, I didn't want to live around it. I didn't want to grow up around it, but I couldn't, you know, I really couldn't do nothing about it. I couldn't, like, hey, mama, let's move here, let's move there. I didn't know what my parents was going through. I didn't know what their pockets was looking like, so we had to be around that at the time. So I just want to talk about it and let people know that, you know, they look at like the street life these days and all they think is old thugs and gangbangers and killers and all that, but really like it's so much more to it, man. Like sometimes people really they didn't have no other choice like but to like, you know, just hustle to make money because shit was hard and all that. But all you can do is look at it and you know, show yourself that, you know, that's not how you're trying to grow up or nothing like that. So when I make music, when I talk about my stories and shit, I'm talking about the shit I seen, or I'm telling somebody else's story because maybe they just afraid to tell it themselves or they don't want to tell it. So yeah, you know.
Yeah. So you kind of going back to the original point and method to rap. It used to be just. I mean, actually, that was most music back in the day.
Right.
They like country music. I mean, country music originally, that's what it was. You were telling stories about. I'm talking about the original country music.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
When you said original, I'm thinking Johnny Cash.
Some of Johnny Cash.
I know. Well, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna say he wasn't a rapper, but dude went hard. Dude went hard for what he was doing. I mean, some of the songs he's saying, he's like, till everything's good and bright and sunny and happy in the world. Until then, I were black. That's like his song.
Lord.
Yeah, was that real messed up song? He's like, I cut myself today to see if I still bleed.
Hey, but it was some the stories like
I know.
Yeah, shit. You know, I swear I rather.
Well, that's
hear
why
like,
I like.
I'd rather hear that than fucking, you know, all this fucking dance and shit. I
Oh,
don't
no.
even like the fucking dance.
Well, that's why I like really listening to Jordan Lucas.
Yeah,
He
Jordan
wraps
Lucas.
you up into a story
Yeah,
so easily. He'll tell other people's stories.
Right.
Like with that Ross Kaepernick song.
Yep.
I don't know if you heard that song by him, but he tells a story about.
I'll tell you, the last time I heard like a new song, it's been a while.
It's not new, but it's
No, I mean like when I say new, I mean it's been a while. Okay, so there was a while I was every week I was looking into all the new stuff out, checking out what was good. Not just on the traditional way.
Right.
I look
I know.
alternative ways online and Facebook and all that stuff. But then I got to this point where I was so discouraged in new music that I was like, let me go back and make myself feel better and go back and listen to all the old stuff.
like there's a few out there like Jordan Lucas, like the Ross Kaepernick story. He tells about like the kid who lived in Chicago, new kid. He meets this guy who friends him and protects him from being bullied, but the kid's actually trying to join a gang. And to join a gang, you have to kill an innocent soul. Mm-hmm. And so the dude ends up shooting his friend multiple times and leaving him out for dead. He actually survived the shotgun blast. He had his head like blown off almost. He survived it and was able to. And the doctors like recovered him. Like took 3 days. He was in a coma. He finally woke up, but he survived. And it's a true story. But he tells it and like he tells it from both sides in this one song. And it's just kind of you're trapped in this when you hear it. You really do. You fall into it and you're trapped.
Right.
Like it's hard to change it. Because you're listening to it and you're just like, damn. And then he's not the only one that does it. Kendrick does it.
Now, see, my other thing about that, too, is like when I do listen to music, because sometimes my wife will play music at the house or something. If it doesn't have good audio quality, I don't want to listen to it.
No, you like it.
I have to listen, that's why I like having like a real good set of over-ear
famous.
headphones.
He gonna have
It was weird how he came
No,
up.
I'm not talking about the recording quality. No. I'm talking about my speaker quality.
Oh.
I have to hear it. I have to be immersed in
Got them
it.
Bluetooth headsets. You got it.
But that's what I'm talking about. But not them little ones that ain't good enough. That's why I like my over-ear ones. I love that for when I'm listening to something. I really want to listen to it. Otherwise, I don't know. I just can't focus on it the same.
But yeah, there's a few of them that do that. Like I said, Kendrick.
Yeah.
J. Cole does it.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't want to say Logic does it, but Logic had a few songs that he kind of did.
Well,
but
like,
it was like you have to be in the mood to listen to it.
We talked about this the last time he was here, but too many of them now are worried about, as we were saying a second ago, a hook and a beat.
Yeah.
Just to get the song to sell instead of the quality of what they're trying to put out.
Right.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I gave up on rap for a while, and then Jordan Lucas is what brought me back in high school. Well, when I was getting out of high school, because I heard Ross Kaepernick.
Yeah.
And then right after I heard that, I heard I'm Sorry.
Yeah.
The one where he talks about like his friend committing suicide.
Suicide and hanging it.
Yeah, and it's just like it's so raw, and you're just like, I left it on repeat, and then I started looking at artists around him, and it's weird how he came up because it wasn't like he wasn't overnight. It was like a slow, steady rise for him, and then all of a sudden it was just like he was being named. Yeah, he's good. I'm telling you, you'd like him.
He's dope, real dope.
And then like I like the indie rapper. Well, I don't know if you call him indie, but underground rappers like Hospin.
Yeah,
He's crazy to me, but there's a couple of them that still give you a little hope.
Yeah, I'm about to say underground nowadays. What's really considered underground nowadays?
I don't know, because like B.O.B. was underground, and now he's flipped the script. I don't know what you want to call that, but because he's something else.
Well,
now.
I am glad to see that a lot of these people aren't owned by like little groups anymore.
No, a lot of them still are.
There's a bunch that are still affiliated, but there's a lot of them. I think big companies have learned how to get into that a little more too. They control it a lot more than they used to, though. Like now, a lot of these people are signed on with really big companies.
But a lot of those big companies are owned by like rappers, though. Now,
some of them.
Like
But most of those guys, most of them guys aren't real rappers anymore. P Diddy ain't a rapper no more.
Yeah,
he's a businessman. I mean, he's a straight up businessman.
That's like Jay-Z. He's not even. He's a
businessman.
Hey, come on, give 4 for 4. It's.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna say this. It's controversial. People probably gonna hate me for it. I still think Jay-Z is super overrated.
Yeah,
super
when people
overrated.
say he was the greatest rapper alive and stuff, I'd be like, huh?
No.
What? I mean, he's an amazing businessman. He can make his fucking money. But I never was into Jay-Z music.
He knew how to market. He knew how to when he was hot and when he wasn't. Yeah. He knew he married the right person too. Because people can say whatever they want. Marrying Beyonce helped him a lot.
You know what? And people they won't admit that, but it did.
Oh, if it wasn't for her.
Yeah, because then they became the power couple.
The power that everybody want to be.
Everything Jay-Z put out, they're like, man, that's Jay-Z,
But
man.
that's the
Beyonce,
only reason 444 did anything.
Right.
Was because he aired out some laundry that because one thing they do fantastic is they keep their shit to themselves.
Right.
When they're like, wait, Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce? Nope. Like, that was a big thing.
Oh, I felt bad. That one baby, though, looked just like Jay-Z. I was like, oh, that poor child. Right. I was like, you got Beyonce for a mom, and you came out looking like your dad. Damn.
For real, look just like him. This shit crazy.
Got a question. You listen to Kanye's?
Fuck no.
No?
I didn't. I heard he was in Baton Rouge, and you know what I thought?
He went to a prison. I heard he did a set in a prison.
I said, what the fuck
I've
is
been
Kanye
kind of
doing
afraid
in
to
Baton
listen to that
Rouge?
new album, man. I was like, ugh.
He had a whole Sunday service in Baton Rouge,
Yeah,
but it's just shocking because like, why out of all places, what would make Kanye West want to come to Baton Rouge, Louisiana?
That's a good question. I didn't know he was in Baton Rouge.
Yeah,
Not New Orleans,
Yeah,
Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Hey, he wanted to meet Gates.
Fuck, like,
But
a Sunday service.
I heard about the prison stuff he did. He went and did some revival things.
Well, he's supposedly doing that dude's church in Houston. That big church guy.
Did you hear when he told Kim that he wanted to stop dressing so sexy?
Yeah, that was a while ago.
I know, but shit was funny. Yeah. I was like, what? You really think she gonna stop doing that?
But he just worries me because he goes through these phases like it's candy.
Yeah. I mean, there's some clear signs that he has some narcissistic and personality
he
disorders.
takes medicine for it,
and
but
bipolar
Right.
disorders.
I really-
it's pretty obvious that he has some disorders.
I really feel like Kim's on the slick is like, yeah, let's not take these right now. We need
Come on, man. Everybody knows the situation with Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. That was strictly a financial agreement. I mean, that's why she straight up told she had the one kid. He had to pay for it because she didn't want to ruin her body. So he had to give her money. And then the second one, she was like, no, I'm not doing it. And she was like, we can get a surrogate, but not doing it. She didn't want to do that. So everybody knows that was a business deal, man. I mean, you see them talking to each other on that show. It feels fake. I mean, of course,
I don't watch
it's
the
a show.
show.
I don't either. I've seen clips though.
I haven't even seen clips of it anymore.
He's not on it very often though.
Oh, Kim show?
Yeah, that
Yeah, he's never on it. It's crazy. It's like
that scene though where he's telling her he don't want to dress so sexy. That was on there.
that's crazy. But
I feel like they keep him off of there because they know that we don't want to.
She don't want to say something stupid.
We don't want to lose our housewives.
Sure.
His appearance on TMZ kind of.
I seen Kim mom is dating this black guy that look like he's fucking 40 years younger than her and all this shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't keep up with
I'm like, man, what's these people
It's the
here?
number one prostitution family in the world.
It is.
They all just prostitutes.
Man,
whatever celebrity's gonna pay them enough money, they in.
They fucked up my boy Reggie Bush and he never could play football again.
That's what I'm talking about. It's just who got some money.
Who had that? I think Joe Rogan had that bit about how they just ruin people and like look at all the men that have come and gone through that family.
Shit, Lamar.
You know what? It's their
Chris
fault.
Jenner. Sorry, Caitlyn Jenner.
Stunning and brave. But what would possess you to date one of them and actually think you're gonna have a serious relationship and a serious marriage?
I have no idea.
You know what you were getting into.
My whole thing is no one even batted an eye about the whole Tiger and
Right, I didn't even know that shit was going on.
like that was crazy.
Like the young one, you thought,
yeah, when she wasn't
Kylie
even
or whatever?
18 yet, and Tiger's like 21, and they're publicly dating, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like no one's saying anything, but anyone else does this shit.
Well, what worried me is because I mean, when all that stuff started coming out, Kim Kardashian, Khloe Kardashian, all that stuff. I mean, everybody knew they were hoes. I mean, we all knew that. But then there was a whole new generation that looked at Kylie Jenner and was like, she's my hero. I want to be just. I was like, oh damn, we lost these kids. Like, it's over with.
All them fucking Kardashian hoes, especially Kim. Remember, she had a whole fucking porn out.
Ray J.
Her and Ray J.
Kanye was on that little slope, and he's like, yeah, I like to watch it right before we do it.
I ain't gonna lie.
He was off the
I ain't gonna
mess,
lie. Kim looked bored in that video. I'm just saying.
Hey, Ray J had one wish, and it came true.
He paid for it.
Hey, one wish. That's all he got. All he got.
That shit is crazy.
But hey, Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez just got married again. I mean, she was no different. Jennifer Lopez was a backup dancer. She slept with P. Diddy. Got famous. He put her up. And the next thing you know, she's blowing up. And now that she's rich and famous, she just bounces from guy to guy to guy to guy to guy.
I seen she was in a movie called Hustle and shit.
Yeah, me and my wife went to go see that.
It was good.
What?
Based off a true story.
Oh, what? I didn't know that.
She's a stripper in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I remember she did that movie with the guy next door and shit, like the young ass kid, and she was fucking him and shit.
Well, in this one, like you get to watch like the very beginning. It's like J-Lo, 5 minutes of J-Lo being a stripper with full special effects and like.
I figured that. I mean, first of all, she's her body ain't what it used to be.
Yeah, but they put her back in her prime. Basically.
Yeah, she's touched up, airbrushed,
like for 5 minutes.
Photoshopped.
You're watching like what you want J-Lo to be on a pole, and you're just like, okay, I can last the rest of this movie, I guess.
Yeah, I heard Cardi B on there and shit.
Cardi B's on there for like a minute.
That's it.
She was
So
literally
is
a stripper,
Lizzo.
so.
Lizzo's like on there for like 2 minutes as well, and somehow she's able to pull the flute out. Like within the 2 minutes she's there, she gets the flute out.
So who actually is in the movie?
So it's really just about J-Lo, the Asian girl, the main star.
Okay.
And it's about how they how when the recession hit the strip clubs went down because where they were at, it was a whole bunch of Wall Street guys there. So when the stock market crashed, they weren't making money. So J-Lo actually went to how should I say it? Oh, she went out looking for people to bring to the clubs, and she got a percent of whoever they came to the club and spent money. She got a percent of them because she brought them into the club.
So she's a pimp.
Basically, and then they cut out. Spoiler alert! And they cut out the middle. They cut out the clubs, and they just start drugging the guys and taking their credit cards, and so they're passed out in the hotel, and then they take the credit cards.
So it's Cardi B's life story.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, this sounds like Cardi B's life story.
This really did happen though.
It really happened with Cardi B too.
No, what I'm saying is this happened like before Cardi.
I'm about to say because she admitted that she did that.
No, this happened during the recession.
That's probably why she was in it.
Giving them tips.
She was proud of it. She bragged to people about those times.
Man, this shit is crazy. That's how it is. Movies, music, everything. It just
next steps, Jerry.
all different.
What's your next steps?
My next step,
went off topic for a second.
Nah, man, we just having fun.
Right. I need to do some visuals. That's the only thing that I know I don't have out right now. My next step is putting more visuals out. I kind of want to do like a little mini tour. I don't know how I'm going to do it by myself, but I want to do it just visiting like, little local spots in Louisiana, but like just getting a lot of gigs and making it like a little mini tour, Because right now I don't have like no manager, and then like I'm basically doing everything by myself besides the recording. I go to Nate and everything to record, but other than that, like I upload it to Apple Music myself, my streaming platforms. I even do my own fucking cover arts. Like right now, I'm just doing everything like by myself. So I don't know. Sometimes I be wanting like a team and everything behind me, but it's hard to find a group of guys that's really serious.
Yeah, I know.
Like for real.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
serious,
until you make it, then they
go, God damn, I'm coming, motherfucker. Yeah, but
yeah, hold on, man, I'm coming.
Right, but
I've always been behind you. Motherfucker, you lying,
yeah, so
I've always supported you from the background. I just don't want to say anything because I wasn't sure.
Right.
That's how they always are.
No, this shit.
I mean, you don't even have to start with a tour. You could just do some
little shows here and there, open mic nights and everything.
We were talking.
We still talking about
if we get enough people doing this, we might have to put together a little local festival. We were talking about it. We getting a bunch of people that are just local artists, and we're like, man, we should put on a little event for just local artists. Let them do their thing.
That'd be dope, man. Cause especially out here, like man.
And Lance's getting new chairs. We need new chairs.
Oh, wait, we'll be back in 10 minutes. Fuck. Nah, man, but
after these messages,
that'll be dope though, cause especially in Hammond, like it's not a lot of shit going on, like with the music and everything. Like
my main fear about doing it, and because I love supporting people.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie to people.
Right. Some people can't take the truth.
Well, not just that. Some people don't belong.
Yeah.
On a stage.
They don't.
That's just honest.
They don't.
And that's why I'm like, when I try to break it down, like how would you do the festival? I'm like, well, you would have to have tryouts or some type of requirements for it, But then I'm like, damn, how are you gonna tell someone no and when you want to be supportive? And you kind of can't, but at the same time you need to because it's like
You do.
It's a steady line.
Sometimes you tell them it can. I ain't gonna lie. You can either let that shit make you or break you. You can let a person tell you no, and you be like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna stop," or you can take that shit and look at it like, "Well, fuck, I'm just gonna prove this person wrong that I am better than what he or she say and excuse me, he or she say and that you gonna continue to work and continue to grind, but." Like it's like people afraid of criticism and everything. Like, they got people say, "Oh, all criticism is good criticism." It is, but when you tell them how they need to work on this and that, if it ain't, exactly what they want to hear,
yeah,
they in their heart, they in their feelings about shit. Like, man, I till this day, I feel like my dad. It could be 20 motherfuckers that tell me they don't like my music, but if my dad like my shit, I don't give a fuck. Because we talking about a person who really know hip hop, somebody who grew up when they had the whole Snoop Dogg era, Tupac and Ice Cube, Big, all them. So his mindset is still on like the old school rap.
Right.
So he gonna try to compare your shit to how it was back then, like to say you coming how they was coming, or you talking some real shit how they was talking real shit. But I mean, I done had people say they ain't like my music. I had people say they do like my music, but at the end of the day, like I know I have a good. The majority of people who support me and everything, and I appreciate them. I really do. The people who do listen to my music and stream my shit, like you, I appreciate you a lot, man.
Oh, dude, I was waiting for that shit. When you were releasing 3 songs, and like that day came, I'm like, this motherfucker said he's had 3 songs. I'm like, where these motherfuckers at?
Right, and like I
messaged him. I'm like, hey, bro, what's going on?
I had made that when I posted that shit on Facebook. I was like, God damn, it been had like. And I was getting shares already. I'm like, damn, I seen Colin said something, Charles, all of them. Like, yeah, man, you gotta drop some shit. And I ain't know they was on my music.
Well, what people don't realize is if you got people that really support your music, it really isn't that hard to get known.
It's not.
If people will legit tell people hey man, just check this out. Take my word for it and just check this out. That's all it takes.
You're right.
Until you catch some introverts and you're like, oh, that's a dead end.
But the big problem is, like we were talking about earlier, there's just so many people flooding it that people, I watch...
The introvert thing?
I'm just saying, if I go on Facebook right now, there's 10 videos a day of people saying, man, check out this singer. He's amazing. Yeah. Like, he's pretty good. And then you never think about it again because you see so many of them videos now.
But that's one thing I really like about rap. You can't really do covers.
You can't do covers.
Unless if it's a cover, it's a rock cover.
It's also the other problem that I was telling somebody the other day, because there was a guy and they were like, man, listen, this dude sounds just like Freddie Mercury. I was like, one, he doesn't.
And why would you want to listen to somebody who sounds like somebody else?
Like he was trying to do a cover of Freddie Mercury, and I was like, and 2, he's using auto-tune. Like you can see the computer in front of him. He's doing it in a little room. He's hooked up to the computer. I mean, he's auto-tuning his voice.
3, when you do a cover, you're not supposed to sound like how the artist sounds. When you remixing a song, you like Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne can get on everybody's beat, but when he got on that motherfucker, you will swear to God Lil Wayne came up with the song first. Yeah. But that's how it's supposed to be.
I mean, Eminem did that a few times with that song, Stan. I didn't know that other song existed for.
Yeah, me
and then I heard it on the radio.
That's gotta feel so bad to be an artist and then somebody else.
I didn't know that.
Theirs is more popular.
When my dad told me that too, that was somebody else's song. I didn't even know. I didn't even believe him.
I went on a field trip and the teacher played that song, not Stan, but the
original song, version.
And I'm like, cause I hear it, I'm like, oh, my teacher. I'm like, okay, and then I'm like, wait, what the fuck is this? You
hear that it's not Eminem.
I was like, it's just her the whole time. I'm like. Damn, that's a whole nother song.
But if you think that'd be a lot of songs these days, man. They're just like movies, They just taking something that was made back then and revising it.
I don't mean to sound mean when I say this. I hate cover bands. Oh, I do.
I didn't even know they had those.
Ring
I'm okay with you doing a cover song, 1 or 2. Bad Wolves did Zombie, but they did Zombies as was recognition to her passing.
So you see a lot of cover bands when it comes to old rock music and stuff, because those are usually a group of guys who like to play music, but they don't write music. They get together the weekend, they just want to play stuff, and then because I heard that's how there's a kind bands that go to.
That's how they usually start though, right?
Yeah, they're just guys that want to play music.
Other people's songs.
They do jam sessions.
Yeah, they're weekend band groups. They don't really have the money and resources. They all have their own instruments. They bring their shit. They play together.
But I mean, all they gotta do is come up with a song.
Well,
But that's the thing. They don't
that's
have
the
the
thing.
time or the
yeah.
ability.
Some of them, like that's what sets them apart. So some of them come together and they play cover songs.
Yeah.
Because they just enjoy playing. And then you have the people who I think are really creative. They come together and they do jam sessions and they just play and feel it out.
Right. Come up with a good.
And I love people who just do jam sessions
Right.
instead of cover songs. Kind of like you are feeding your creativity.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you just have people who do cover songs, I'm just like, yeah, that's cool and all, but I don't.
Where's the original shit?
Yeah,
you know,
like I don't feel you
right
in any of this.
And I seen that because I used to watch a lot of little rock and roll movies, things like that, and I see that's how they start off. It'll be like, oh, they come to perform at a party and but they singing somebody else's shit.
Yeah,
and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so, that group, the Molly Ringwalds, they're actually big in Louisiana now. They do 80s covers and stuff. They're all dressed like 80s characters.
Wow.
Yeah.
Covering
They were like nobody, but now
they performed at the Strawberry Festival.
they don't have regular jobs anymore. That's all they do.
they just cover other people's music.
They just do cover
Paying their bills
concerts.
like that. That shit crazy.
And
Yeah,
They don't
had
get
a
sued or
cruise.
nothing for that. Like no copyright term. Nothing.
After-
That's
No,
crazy.
there's a limit on
Yeah,
that.
Okay.
that was like they had one group that came through one year and they were trying to do like early 2000, mid 2000. They were trying to do Fall Out Boy and Panic, and I'm just like standing in the crowd like.
So I thought Bag of
Panic
Donuts.
at the Disco.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, fucking stop! Like this is not this isn't what it's supposed to be.
You got that one with Bag of Donuts or something like that? You hear about them a lot too.
That's a band.
Bag of Donuts and Cheese Whiz.
That's a band.
Yeah, they were from they're local.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's all local stuff. They mostly do cover music.
Right.
That's
a couple
why
of them I've seen do a couple of their own songs.
But First Fracture, I had their guitarist on. They don't do covers. They do originals, and they play pretty often.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love seeing that. I'm like, because the creativity off of it's so much better versus just covers. I feel like covers is you good.
Yeah, bless me. So shit.
And then oh my god,
What? Train of thought? You lost it?
yeah, I lost
It's all right. Well, like I said, I still think we should talk to a few more people and see if we can get together like a local thing. Because I mean, we got a crazy group of all kinds of music going. We even got a DJ guy who wants to come on here.
Yeah, I feel so bad. He was supposed to come on, and then my wife scheduled this party the same weekend, and we totally got mixed up, and I had no choice but to go to the party because I canceled too many times already.
Yeah, so we need to get him on here too because he was gonna try to do something live for us and all that.
Yeah, that's another thing I like doing. I like doing live, performing live and everything.
Yeah, just off the cuff kind of stuff.
How often do you perform live?
I think my last performance, man, was probably around like June or July, but I had performed live. But I like doing it though. I always wanted somebody like to be playing while I rap or something like that. It can be acoustic too. I like acoustic. You know, motherfuckers just playing and I'm rapping and shit.
Well, I have to hook you up. The guy that was in here, he played for us live. He was playing acoustic guitar.
Home field advantage. I want to say it right because
I keep thinking of a different name and I mess up like that too.
Yeah, it's home field advantage. They just formed. They've been a while around with different names, but they're formed together. They actually perform live too, and they do their own originals as well.
Damn.
You might know. You remember Gage Russell?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in it.
Okay, shit. I didn't know he was in the music like that.
We did an episode with him.
You didn't know he was in the music?
No,
he was in band.
He was in band.
They played multiple instruments and stuff.
Yeah, he played with him and Nick Williams used to.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I know who you're talking about.
He's heavily into.
Wait,
music.
man, Gary, the fucking kind of skinny.
Super skinny.
I know who you're talking about. Like he's kind of lanky with it though.
It's alright, man.
Yeah, Gage. Right there. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I remember Gage.
Yep. So we had them on, and they did a little live thing for us just to give a sample and stuff like that. And we were talking to them about the same thing, like doing live shows and stuff like that. And that's when we started first talking about it, about like having people come on and doing a live show. We can even do a podcast of it, podcast it live. But I think it's a pretty good idea, man. Promote people, get people to come support local artists. I mean,
shit, if we get one more band or artist, we'd be.
You ain't even got to charge money. I mean, if you get enough people together to do it, you could just say, just donate what you can.
Yeah.
You know, just support local people. You know, donate to them, help them, help them advance. You know,
get like a little local, like restaurant or something out there. Just
you get a local venue to do it, and they get the money from the like drink sales and stuff like that. Is what you do. You get them to.
charge $5 admission, just $5. It's not even that bad.
If they have any
You
band
get
out
more
there,
people if you don't charge them. You just
a
let
band
Yeah, I know, but like
for a rapper, let me know.
wait, what?
I was saying if they got any band that want to work with a rapper out there, let me know.
Well, the guys from Home Field Advantage, they said they were open to working with anybody, like on stuff.
Yeah, I might have to link y'all up.
Yeah, do that. I'm willing to work with anybody. I have a lot of creative juices flowing.
Because I asked Nate this question, I feel like he took a little offense to it when I said it.
What up?
You collab, correct?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he didn't like collaboration.
Yeah, cool. He don't like people touching his music.
I don't think
like
that's
the lyrics.
Well, he says it's
Huh?
his stuff is his stuff.
Yeah, like he doesn't like people.
If somebody else is in it, then it's no longer.
Because you know how a lot of people they write songs and then they'll get help with other people writing the songs.
Yeah.
Do you do that or no? Or is you?
I mean, I never had nobody help me write a song, but I mean, I take heed to ideas and advice. But I wouldn't say collab. That is not my song anymore.
It's not. Yeah, it's not. Well, no, it's not your. It's still your song because. I'm sorry. Like Beyonce's Halo.
Yeah.
That had 2 other people's names on it. That was helping her.
Fuck. Beyonce Irreplaceable. Yeah. Neo wrote that. So I mean, I don't. It's not that.
Was it fuck? Prince wrote like half the fucking music in the old days. Prince wrote like everybody.
I know, and
yeah,
Ed Sheeran is doing the same thing now.
But man, I mean,
there was only a few music writers, and back in the day, that was it.
I mean, that's the bro, whatever. If that's his opinion, how he feel about it, I understand. But me,
no, we're not criticizing.
I know.
That's like I wouldn't ask a painter to say, well, let this other painter help you paint your paint.
As far as me, if somebody want to collab, I mean, as long as you ain't whack, fuck. That's what it is. If you whack, then no. But you ain't whack, you fucking right. We can collab and shit like that. Now, they got some songs that just sound good with someone on it, and some songs when look, you should have kept this shit with just you on them. So yeah. I mean, I'm willing to collab with. No matter how I collab.
Girls Like You wasn't that good of a song anyway, but then they put Cardi on it, and you're just like, damn. I think that's my favorite thing though. When you hear like a song and then there's a rap verse on it, and the rap verse has nothing to do with the song whatsoever.
Dude, when they throw the random rap moment into a song, and it's completely aside from the point of the song.
Really famous for that, I feel Nicki Minaj. She'll jump on.
Oh yeah, when she pops into a song,
it's just so random.
Like it just completely ruins the song too, the whole flow of the song and everything.
She going there talking about all type of shit.
I swear, man, it's
with a whole different. She rapping 5 times than the speed beat.
Yeah, I know.
And shit, I'm like, what the fuck, Nick? What are you doing?
So what's in the future for you, man? What do you see? What do you see in your own future?
Hopefully, in my own future, I will be where I want to be at with the music and everything. Probably have a bigger fan base, a lot of more support. Like just really at a peak with it. Not like I wouldn't say like a high peak, but a peak to where like I don't no longer have to work or anything like that. I can actually make a living off doing what I love to do and making music. But I always told myself like, man, even if I don't get famous or blow up or this and that, like I'm probably never gonna stop making music unless I'm like fucking 40 or 30 years old. It's like, okay, you need to stop. You're getting too old. Fuck, but
you'd be surprised when
right.
You blow up when you least expect it.
But man, like I just really just want to prosper and just want to have a better support system and just fan base. Just know that wherever I go, somebody is like jamming J.Quick shit. Like, yeah, I gotta fuck with them. Like, I like that, other races and everything, play my music. Like, I be having a couple, few Caucasians, a few little Asians, Japanese, whatever, Mexicans, things like that.
We're gonna get you in a K-pop song.
And I'll tell you, there's some stuff that people don't even know have been collaborated, because I didn't know, like my wife, she's Hispanic, she's from Honduras, right? Mm-hmm. So she was showing me this, he's a singer that's famous for Spanish people. His name was like Romeo or something like that.
Yeah, he does.
Romeo Santos or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then suddenly she was playing a song, and then what's his name pops onto it. Shit, blowing my phone. I was like, wait a minute, I got it on my phone.
There's a couple of them like that. It's weird because some rock bands did that too. Like Avenged Sevenfold, they dropped a whole little like Spanish album. And I was just like, cause when I saw her come up on my phone, I was like, "Oh, cool."
Usher was on it.
Usher.
Yeah, I was like, it's not bad. Don't get me wrong.
No, but does he rap it? Like, does he sing in Spanish or?
Yeah, no, like the Romeo Santos will sing it because he's kind of like the usher of for them. So he sings it in Spanish, and it is. If you listen to it, they sound very similar in the way that they sing, and it's just funny because then like he'll sing the part, and then Usher will come in and sing it in English. So it's got English and Spanish in the song. They're singing the same thing, but it's just
that's funny.
It is, but you know what? It's still collaborative work.
Yeah. Right.
But it still works. I'm like, hey, it works. It works for them.
If
People
it sells,
like
it sells. Shit.
I mean, fuck. If it wasn't for Justin Bieber, then people from Despacito wouldn't have done what they did.
Despacito, that song was huge for Latin America.
I swear, like when that came out and I was working in plants, the Latinos were like, "We made it!" I'm like, "Whoa, guys!" I'm like,
hey, y'all had the Macarena too, man. Come on.
Well, not even that. I'm like, guys, it's like y'all are in America already. Y'all good. Like, it's like they just crossed the border every time he came on. Like you hear, "Woo, we made it!" I'm like, "Yes, y'all been made it." Like, get back to work. Like, shit, like, we got a job to finish, guys.
That shit crazy.
I swear, it was like a cold culture, like won the national series or something like that.
Oh, it's a real big deal for them, especially when their music makes it to like top list in American.
Yeah.
Top list, like then
when we used to get in the vans and shit, man, on the way to lunch, you know, it was a lot of Mexicans, Dominicans, like they never would put on American music.
Oh no, never.
Oh yeah, all that. I'm like, wow.
I remember when I drove the truck, I used to have like a little playlist, and it says for my Latino friends, for like Celine, fucking Ricky Martinez.
Who was the one that the dude?
I've learned a lot of them just since I've been married to my wife.
He's like the fucking Latino Drake, Bad Bunny or something like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's like he get them fucking hoes wet.
I swear.
And shit like that.
I know the older ones.
I think Romeo Santos is gay, but
if you play that older music from the older ones, like la 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 bamba, it's a party.
Actually, I'm surprised at how many of them liked old American music. Like my wife's mom, there's all these like American old singers and stuff. She's like, "Oh, I love that song," and I'm like, "Do you even know what he's saying?"
like Elvis, when it's translated to Spanish, it's crazy.
Well, that one Elvis song. What is it?
I can't help falling in love.
There was a commercial. No, that commercial was playing it.
Don't get me wrong, man. Elvis, he was an amazing singer. He just stole so much of other people's shit.
A lot of people did back then, though.
Yeah, they did, but he put his fucking print on it.
Well, what a lot of people did is like, and they did it a lot. They would go to the person and be like, "Can we, use this song?" And it would be bigger when they did it.
Right.
I'm like, it happens sometimes. There's a lot of people out there that were good, but when they started writing for people, they were better.
Yeah. Well, that was like Pearl Jam. Like, they were getting... Someone tried suing them over, like, oh, you stole our songs and, like, music and stuff. And then it comes to find out, like, the stolen stuff was them doing it.
It's now or never. That's the
right.
thing. That's why it's a song.
The stolen song turned out to be them jamming together. And so it was like, well, we own rights to that too. Could we jam to it? And it was like, no, y'all jammed, and they made something out of it.
Yeah, you didn't do anything with it.
Yeah, you just...
If you're whistling a tune in your head, walking down the street, and then I use it, I mean, you didn't...
Hey,
fuck that, game over, bro.
I heard it, I made something into it. Yeah, that's how it is, though.
Yeah.
So... Sorry, man. So where can we look for your stuff? What's it called? Where can we reach you? Where can we find you?
Yes, everyone. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at IamJ.Quick all together. And yes, Quick is spelled the correct way. Quick. Also on Twitter.
So funny that you have to say that.
IamJ.Quick the same way. Facebook, I'm not going to give you all that. I don't really want to give out my government name like that. So, fuck it. Go to Mark Page. But
Divided people.
Yeah, Divided people. You can go to them. You can find me. The music is on Apple Music. You can type in J.Quick Self Intervention. Spotify. You can type in J.Quick Self Intervention. SoundCloud. You can type in J.Quick Self Intervention.
J.Quick.
J.Quick.
Keep that
Self Intervention EP, and you will find it, and a lot of other music that's right along with it. And yeah, just check the boy out, share it, post it. You got something bad to say, say it. Something good to say, say it. Just say something. Mm-hmm. Just don't say nothing at all. But yeah, And once again, y'all make sure y'all follow the Divided People as well. And that is DIVIDE, the people, PEOPLE.
With an accent mark. No, I'm just kidding.
No, we're not
But
there. We're not that famous.
Big shout out to them, for having me come through and everything. I really appreciate it. It was good. It was a blessing to talk about the project and let y'all know what's going on in the music world.
Keep us updated, man. We
Always.
like having y'all on.
So, okay, we've been the Divided People. Go rap.